What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Slightly Crooked Workshop. Today I'm going to show you how I incorporated this router table into my miter saw workbench. I've wanted a router table for a while, but since my shop is pretty small, it's about 13 by 15 with some wiggle room. I don't really have any place for a dedicated router table. I've been seeing router tables on Rockler's website for a while. But the problem was they were like 1.25 inches thick, and my top to the miter saw stand is 3/4 of an inch. And I didn't feel like messing with the leveling of it, so I just never bothered to buy one. Figured it was too much work. And then I saw that they had a 3/4 inch table, which would make it the same height. So I figured that was perfect. I can just take the top off and pop this back on. So it went pretty easily. I had to just make some modifications to this drawer. Just add in this cutout so the router lift would have a place to go. And yeah, I bought the fence, and now I have a router table. Here's how I did it.
I ordered the package from Rockler that came with the router table, the fence, and the router lift. The first thing I had to do was remove the top of my miter saw workbench. I never bothered to put up a fence, so it was simple as removing a few screws. I removed the top drawer to the workbench, then placed the router table on the workbench to see where I would need to add supports in order to attach the top. The only problem I ran into were the slots for the fence. The left side was fine. The slot on the right side was right over the edge of the workbench where the stretcher runs to the back. I'm going to have to relocate this, but that's not too big of an issue. I got started by removing the center support, which was a little more difficult than I expected since I couldn't access the screws in the rear. And moving the workbench was not an option since everything is attached together and it weighs a lot. I added the left support first and was able to screw it in from the front, but ended up using pocket holes to attach it to the back. This is what I was talking about with relocating the side stretcher. It was pretty easy, just unexpected. The router table was a little bit wider than I thought it would be. And I ran out of 2x4, so the second support was a 2x2, which shouldn't be an issue since it's not weight bearing, it's just holding the top in place. After that, I was able to attach the top with my own screws, since the provided hardware was just nuts and bolts. I guess they assume you're going to be attaching it to Rockler's metal router table base. Attaching the fence was simple, since everything just slides into place. And I had to make some modifications to the drawer to accommodate the router lift. I ended up having to make further modifications since there's a 3-inch gap between the top of the drawer and the router table, which I didn't consider. The gap is just that 2x4 that's right above the drawer. The drawer would just fill up with sawdust before I added a few more pieces on top of the table. Finally, I added a safety switch since it's very inconvenient and quite dangerous to reach under the table and turn off the router every time I want to use it. I turned it on for the first time and realized the speed was all the way up. So I adjusted it and tried it again. And I realized it wasn't on the fastest speed before, but now it's on the fastest speed. So I adjusted it finally one more time. And that worked out much better. Here it is in action.
See new faces and brand new things. Gotta go places and do things. Maybe you forget it.
I'm also able to adjust the router fence and line it up with my miter saw fence. So this allows me to use it as a stop block. That's all I've got today. Thanks for watching.